Welcome to another edition of Would You Rather. Today's Would You Rather is, would you rather end all hatred, which is TJ's position, or end world hunger, which is TFAM's position? TJ, lead us off.
Okay. I would choose to end all hatred. The reason why? Hatred is the cause of every major problem that has ever been on this planet. Religious persecution, almost every war, all bloodshed, most economic problems, people trying to get further ahead than they really should be. The cause of almost every root problem in a civilized society is caused by hatred. If you take hatred out and everybody can at least tolerate, maybe not completely like, but tolerate each other and work with each other, they can solve the other problems, be it other kind of wars, religious disputes, even hunger. If everybody gets along, maybe people will want to share a little bit. And if you end hunger, you're going to solve every other problem.
Okay. I'm going to hit home here for TJ. What happens when you have an ornery child? What usually is the problem? He's hungry. He just wants something to eat, get something in his belly, he's happy, then he's willing to share. So if you solve world hunger, not only are less people going to die because of that, they may be overall happier because of that. And ending all hatred, the world needs some kind of hatred to get along. It's not necessarily to get along with each other, but to make the world go round. There's just no way that you can live in a world with absolutely no hatred. It would just be boring. There'd be no fun involved in that. I mean, it would solve some problems, yeah, but I think overall, hunger is going to be the better choice.
Okay, I agree with the fact that you can't get rid of, you got to have not hatred, but you may have some competition. But here's the problem here. With food can solve some problems, but not all problems. Take a look at the Israelis and the Palestinians right now. The Israelis have basically blocked off Gaza and they're starving Gaza out. They're not letting supplies get in. If I solve world hunger, guess what? The Israelis and the Palestinians still want to kill each other. If I can convince them not to want to kill each other, they can tolerate each other, or even like each other, then they may learn to share. They may break down blockades. Things may go back to more of a peaceful scenario, and the hunger can be solved on its own by getting rid of the hatred to start with.
Now you can bring up one specific scenario where ending hatred might be the better idea, but what about the rest of the world? You've still got people in third world countries that they'll be just fine if they just get some food. Maybe their leader's just not giving them food and they need that food and they'll be fine. They'll be a happier people because of it. And that takes out some of that hatred. So it's kind of two birds with one stone. You're not getting all the hatred out, but you're getting rid of some of the hatred and you're solving world hunger at the same time. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
There may be some starving countries out there. They may be spending their money on, and let's say they spend their money on ending hatred and ending world hunger. Their people may still be hungry, and it still doesn't solve the problem that someone can come in from another land and take them over. My point is, you end hatred, you end war. You end war, you have more money to spend on things besides defense or any other major military operations. That you could take all the money that the U.S. is using right now, put it into food drops around the world. We could help end world hunger like that.
With ending world hunger, you will end up making people happier. You could end up taking out some of that hatred that we have, and what's the fun in living if there's not just a little bit of hatred?